Hey, what's up? Thank you for tuning in to 300 Pounds of Swag. This is your girl April, and I'm here with another video. So before we get into the video, can you go ahead and subscribe to the channel, join my world, and go ahead and hit the notification bell so every time I upload a new video, you'll get a heads up. And like this video at the end if you are absolutely satisfied. So as you can tell by the title, today is a mukbang or mukbang. So this is my first one, you guys. I've never done this before ever, okay? But I watch them a lot. And today I was gonna do a cooking video with this, but this was actually my first time making this, so I just wasn't sure. But I put some shredded broccoli, shredded carrots, shredded cabbage, some regular chopped up pieces of whole broccoli, some snap peas, some water chestnuts, the red, the yellow, and the orange bell pepper. Not the whole thing. I kind of cut it in halves. I cut it in half and then another half. I did it like that, and I put red onions in it. And I seasoned everything with butter, garlic, minced garlic, regular powder garlic powder, a little bit of, what is it? Paprika, smoked paprika, some basil, and the seafood seasoning. What is it called, you guys? I don't know why I can't think of what it's called right now. But you know, the seafood seasoning you put on your shrimp and your crabs and all of that. Old Bay. I put a little bit of that on there. I didn't put anything spicy in this one. I just really wasn't up to anything spicy. But let me let you guys take a closer look. And I put shrimp in it. Sorry. So these shrimps are pretty big. It didn't take me long to make. It was something quick and easy. And I said, well, I've never done a mukbang before, so let me go ahead and do it. I stir-fried everything. I used a cooking oil, grapeseed oil, and a little sesame seed oil. And I used a little bit of agave, just to kind of give it that kind of, you know, I like lo mein and Szechuan, so I kind of gave it that kind of, that taste and feel to it. So let's dig right in. Oh, let me show you. I had some honeydew melon too, and some water, H2O. You always need H2O. So I decided I was going to do a mukbang just to see how this all works and how it goes. But I really just wanted to also have a conversation, just have a real, you know, conversation about something. So, I don't think I ever told anyone how old I really am. I'll be 41 July 1st. So I turned 40 July 1st last year. So I'll be 41 July 1st this year. And I just wanted to, this is good. Oh, I forgot to tell you. I put some red lentil pasta in here. I didn't put a lot. I really wanted to use the zucchini pasta because I really wanted this to be like an all vegetable kind of dish. And the place that I went to go look for it, they were out of it. And I really wasn't going to ride all over the world for it. So I was like, can I substitute it? I could have just really done without any pasta. But I was like, a little bit of lentils won't hurt. So literally, I didn't even put a whole cup full of lentils in here. It's like a half a cup of lentil pastas in here. Yeah. So, really good. I'm going to put the description. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave the description of the things that I put in this. So you can go and try it. I mean, this is excellent. Like, and it's lightweight, you know? It's lightweight. It's all vegetables and what, a half a cup of lentil pasta that really I could have did without. And some shrimp. Let me get a piece of this shrimp. Y'all want some? Here we go. So, y'all like my moo-moo? This is my moo-moo, y'all. My mom bought this for me. It's a moo-moo. It's a sleepwear. It's so pretty and it feels so good. So I just wanted to have a conversation. I lost my train of thought earlier. I don't know what I was starting to say, but I just really wanted to have a conversation about some of the things that plus size people experience. I don't know about men all the time. I don't know if it's different with them or the same. I think that it might be slightly different, but I don't know what those differences are, so I'm really not going to like speak on it, but I'm definitely going to speak on what I've experienced, and you all can just kind of, let me know if you experience the same thing as a woman or as a male. So good. One of the things that people used to always say all the time, "Oh, you cute for a big girl." Like, what does that mean? "Oh, you cute for a big girl." So, big girl's supposed to be ugly? I don't know. If you're fat, you can always lose that, but I just don't think that people should say, "Oh, for a big girl, you're cute." For a big guy, you're handsome. It's almost like passing us out of being just completely beautiful without all the extra. So you're letting me know you noticed that I'm big. And now you're letting me know that you noticed that, but for the big size that you are, you're absolutely, beautiful. No ma'am, no sir. I am beautiful, period. Okay? Fat, skinny, short, tall. I am beautiful, period. And I think a lot of people need to really, understand that. Like, don't let anybody bring you down like that. I think it's just absolutely crazy. Like, you should never allow anybody that talks like that to enter in your positive place. You control your positive place. We can't control what people say, but we can control how we react, whether it's outward reaction or inward reaction. Meaning, some people lash out when it's something is being said that they don't like, and some people internalize it. They hold it in, they think to themselves, they go real deep with their thoughts, and then boom, like, next thing you know, they're like depressed or feeling a certain kind of way. Listen, God created us all in his image, and he is absolutely wonderful. Just know that you are wonderful too. Like, it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter what you feel your strengths are or your weaknesses are. It doesn't matter. Like, we're perfectly created, and that's all that matters. So, the other thing I want to talk about, I saw something online that said men don't like, excuse me, men don't date big women. Oh, excuse me, the way they phrased it was men don't date fat women. I don't know what capsule this person was living in. I don't know what rock they are under. But that's absolutely not true. Because a lot of people out here has a big mama. Their mama was a big woman and their daddy was loving it, okay? So that's absolutely not true. And I know that sometimes there are guys out here that will date big women and have an agenda behind it. But, you know, that's not all men. Sometimes they think that because we are a bigger size that we have low self-esteem. Excuse me, y'all. And that's not always true. All big women and big men, but all big women do not have low self-esteem. I think when people see people that are plus size, and they think that they are like miserable or they gave up on life or something went wrong and, you know, they just ate themselves, you know, to 300 pounds, 400 pounds, however big you are. That's not always the case. I do agree that things happen in your life that for some people allow them to gain weight. But, you know, some people just got that fat gene. I think that things happen that happen in their life that allows them to continue to gain weight. You know, if you were born chubby, like I was born like a small baby, a regular size baby, but I wasn't I wasn't a thin child. Like I never was a slim child at all, ever. I was always a big girl. But I do believe that things in my life, as I became more aware of, you know, good and evil, bad and, you know, what's right and what's wrong, that I allowed things to affect me, and food was a comfort zone. I do agree with that. But I can tell you this, boo-boo. As a grown woman, I have no issues getting a man. It's all about what kind of man you want. But I think that's with everybody. You know, not even slender women. They have issues with that. Women can get a man. Okay? I don't care what size you are. But to say that men don't like fat women, you better put SOME in front of that. Or you need to come down here where I live, because they love them out here. And, you know, I'm in the South. I'm originally from the DMV. For y'all who don't know what that is, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I was born in Washington, D.C. I went to elementary school in D.C. for a little bit. And my parents moved us to the Maryland area. It was like right on the Washington, D.C. line. It still kind of gave me that D.C. feel. Anyway, I moved down here, down south. And, honey, let me tell you, these men out here, they love them some big girls. I think confidence is something that is very important to have. You must have confidence. Like, you have to have confidence. You cannot walk around this planet without confidence. There has been a time in my life where I had no confidence. I did not love myself. My self-esteem was so low. And my girls that I hung with then were like, when I told them, and when we got older, and I was like, yo, I had like the lowest self-esteem ever. Like, y'all couldn't tell. They were like, no, you were always funny and, you know, chilling and laughing. I said, the cover up is real, okay? The cover up is real. When I was, excuse me, y'all. When I was a teenager, I did struggle with dating. Y'all so good. It's making me spit. I'm sorry. See, I grew up in like the 80s and the 90s. In the 80s, you really didn't see, you know, plus size women getting the, you know, the credit that they get today. The 80s, it was like Whitney Houston. If you want to be slim like her, like Mariah Carey slim. If you want to be thick, you better be, you better be salt and pepper thick, and who is it? JJ Fad thick, and B. Remember B? Look, B was on the money. Everybody loved B. So if you was going to be looking, if you was going to be looking like anything, you better come looking like that. That was in the 80s. So, and then we rolling up in the 90s. And that was a little complicated. It was a little complicated. Big girls was just breaking into the scene for real. They was still kind of struggling. Like I'm not one. We were still trying to kind of struggling, but we was riding. It was the wilderness. The 90s was the wilderness for us, because when 2000 hit, it was like, boom! What's up? What's up? I remember the phrase, undercover big girl lovers. Oh, no, it wasn't nothing undercover about them. They weren't undercover. No, they weren't undercover. They was out in the open with theirs. They were ashamed of, you know, I don't know what it was with people back in that time, but people would really like tease somebody for having a big girl. Not every big girl experienced this, but I've seen it, and I've actually experienced a little bit of it. Like, they would get beautiful big women, like beautiful, dressed nice, smell good, fly, Versace down, smelling like Versace, looking like Versace, looking like money. Hey, but the friends, haters is what I call them, always messing up stuff, because they would be like, you know, joning means teasing, and picking at their homeboy for being with a big girl. Well, you ain't his friend. Like, let him love who he want to love, you know. But everybody may not have went through that in their town and in their city, but I've definitely seen that happen where I'm from. And this is what I say to that. If you're dealing with somebody and he's ashamed to be seen with you in public, but when y'all are behind closed doors, he makes you feel like he can be seen with you in public, let him go. Let him go. It's no working that out. He has something with himself, or she has something within herself, you know, for guys that has experienced that they got to deal with, and you can't fix that. They have to fix that. They have to be okay with what their preference is. Because at the end of the day, let's keep it a band. Everybody has a preference. How about this? What makes you think because I'm a big girl. I'm going to be desperate and fall into your hands. How about maybe I don't want you? You ever thought about that? I don't want you. We have standards, okay? We got to start telling these people, like, we have standards. No, this is so good. Yeah, I'm not really talking about anything specific. That was on my mind because I hear a lot of people talk about these things, and me and my girlfriends have kind of sat down and discussed some of these things, and my girlfriends are not big girls. How about that? I was the only big girl in my clique. Sorry, y'all. That was a little stem. I was the only big girl today, but I'm happy to say I'm happy who I am. And part of being happy for me was also just eating better, you know. I don't glorify being overweight for my life, because with my life, it came with some things, you know. It came with a price. And so, you know, if you are plus size and you're happy to be that way, hey, I think big women and big guys, I think they are beautiful. They're gorgeous, just as gorgeous and beautiful as someone of the normal size, you know. So, yeah. I'm going to have to share this recipe with you all. Now, I talk a whole lot. I know I've been talking. Oh my God. It's been 24 minutes. Well, I feel like I was going to eat all of this, but maybe not. So, I don't know. I'm going to go ahead and end this video. But I really do enjoy, like, I really did enjoy, like, this mukbang. I think I'm going to do some more. And if you have any questions for me, you want me to answer them, we can do a Q&A mukbang. At some point, I guess I could go live and we can talk like that. But send me some questions and let me know if you have any questions that you want me to answer about my life or my personal experience. I'm an open book about certain stuff. You know, it don't matter to me. I think, you know, people are people. We go through stuff and, you know, we got to heal, but we got to help each other too. So, you know, come through. Let me know if you have any questions for me. I would definitely love to answer them. I'm a really laid back, outgoing, funny, kind of radical at times kind of person. So, thanks for tuning in to 300 Pounds is Whack. Again, this is April. And go ahead and like this video. Excuse me. And subscribe. I love you guys. Mwah, mwah.